Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is Jacob, and today we're gonna be picking up another side story from Arknights to narrate for the channel. The story today will be the story for Undertides, the story of Skadi going to Iberia, a small, devastated town called Salviento, to retrieve one of her colleagues, Specter, who was taken away to that little town by a former colleague as well, by the name of Gladiia. And yeah, full of bullshit. Love it. Lovecraftian stuff. This will be a trip. For people who are unaware of this story or haven't at the time yet to read it or not, perfect time, considering that in about a week and a half from where I'm recording this, the second part of the story, titled Sultifera Navis, will be released on the global version of the game, which I'm also looking forward to both read and narrate for the channel when it starts coming out. And yeah, this is now the perfect time to remind ourselves of how this first part went, and what the hell has been discussed and happened here. Spoiler, Lovecraftian bullshit. Lots of it. Love it. I'm not joking when I say I love it. But yeah, considering this is also a first episode, aka part 1, let me also do the usual of saying hello to all the newcomers to the channel. Hi, I'm Jacob, as I said, and I do narrations on the channel for pretty much all things Arknights. Anything that exists in the game that can be narrated, I'm pretty much doing for a while now. There is lots of materials going from main story to side stories to operator files to their module short stories. The only thing I haven't narrated yet, but eventually we'll get around to doing it in a special format, will be the operator records, which, by the way, pretty much every single one of them is, well, outside of one, every single one of them right now that is available on global is uploaded on the channel if you just want to watch and see them. The only one right now missing is Jessica, but I get around to recording that after I'm done with this today. But as is the usual format of these, this will be both a narration and obviously character voicing, so to add some differentiation between voices, so it's not just monotone voicing the entire way through. So hopefully you're gonna enjoy. And first off, we will begin here on the main page of the intermezzo section, and it kind of just hit me after I hit the record button, but right now this is literally the third intermezzo story I am narrating, and it's quite funny because I was thinking that one day I will have all three of these on the channel, and yes, I do have all three, will have all three at this point on the channel very quick. Did the Dark Knights memoir a while ago, while I was narrating through, where was it, around the time where I was narrating through chapter 7 of the main story, A Walk in the Dust, recently for the rerun. And now, because the current main story is in chapter 10 and the narration that I am on is currently in chapter 8, I will do this because it's the best thing to do right now, considering, like I said, in a week and a half we will have the next part of this story. But yeah, let's begin. Oh, one final thing. Usually I record these as a completely from start to finish uncut version. Yes, every single one of the narrations, excluding a couple of little ones because of certain circumstances, are recordings from start to finish, one go. But today's will be slightly different. It will be slightly different because I want to do one little thing. After we finish reading the splash page here, one little cut will be done, and we will then together watch the 3D trailer teaser that was released all the way back then when this was released to the global version, well, to the Chinese and the global version, respectively. And then we will go straight into the stages and the stories. And for today's narration, we will cover the story for stage 1 and 2. So you know how far this is gonna go. But yeah, let's begin on this page and keep on going then, shall we? So, Under Tides. Skadi hears the thrill of a long unheard melody at Rhode Island. Following the sound, she meets Gladiia. Yet this former comrade swiftly disappears after little more than a glimpse. She kidnapped Specter, leaving nothing but a name for Skadi. Salviento, a lethargic and mysterious coastal town. There, Skadi will unravel the mysteries of her and her companions' bloodlines.
6度目の出動。両友が海溝に引きずり込まれ、叫び声は咀嚼音にかき消された。17度目の出動。家に着くと開け放たれたドアから血の匂いが漂ってきた。4度目の検証任務。同伴者は皆失踪し、日を浴びた肌には潮が吹いていた。ロドス、定期確認。今回こそ彼女たちを見つけてみせる。必ず。
Alright, and let's begin. On stage 1, titled Intruder. Says here, Bounty Hunter, Abyssal Hunter. She always referred to herself as something else, for that was not who she was. 2 parts here, so let's begin with the before part. Silent, strange, unfathomable outsider. So they naturally come to say. Shadowy, cold-blooded, leaves for dead, a born monster. So all will say behind my back. Yes, one needs only lose one's home, and one is nothing at all. Reason says that I, coming here, should have been able to begin a new life. Except the past cannot be rid. These things follow your shadow and climb your shins, dragging you into the abyss of the swamp. Not one of us can break free of the past. If there comes a day and your home has found you, 2:33 a.m. Overcast. Rhode Island landship, hallway. Alright, once this report's handed in, your field mission will be formally closed out. Wait, is this still blank? The only thing on this entire sheet is the word complete. The mission definitely is complete. I mean, that's not wrong, but it wouldn't hurt if you wrote a little more, right? What do I do? Just how difficult is she? I never really talked to her before. I heard we were linking up with her, and the group leader even warned me, but this is still going to be tricky to handle. Deep breath. Alright, okay, I understand. If the doctor has any questions regarding the particulars of your mission, we'll seek confirmation from you again then. The doctor? Yes, Dr. Katz presumed you wouldn't want to hand a report into hers, and she also mentioned Amias to soften you, and it can't go on like this, and so on. So then we feel this mission away on the doctor's end. That woman. Do you want to report directly then? Looks like the doctor's out right now, so you can relax for a few days until the doctor's back. This report of yours, right now, could easily use some more fleshing out. Such a pain. Fine then. Mission code F1071, confirming submission. Follow-up specifics. Wait. Give the files back to me. I've decided it's okay if I add a few more details. Oh, of course, it's okay. I'll leave it to you then. This might go smoother than I anticipated. That's all from me then. Do head back and get some proper... Your expression completely changed. Something happened? In likelihood. Huh? In here? Aboard the ship? An intruder? I've heard about your acute senses. Could it be? No, that's not right. The alarm should have sounded if there was danger aboard, right? Singing. Singing? What singing? It's silent all around. I can't hear any... How? Why is there singing here? I suppose there is some sort of droning sound, but that's not a song, is it? There's all kinds of machinery operating aboard Rhode Island. Is it their vibrations, just maybe? Are you still not fully used to it? No, the scent. The scent of the seawater. Skadi? You're scaring me a little. What are you talking? Huh? Hey, Skadi? Skadi runs too hurriedly, too rapidly. She runs for the stairwell, fearing that those few seconds of apprehension riding the elevator will allow that scent to slip away. A hunter is walking on Seacoast's way. She can hear the song aboard the ship. A vast majority cannot. This language, this melody has roused her memories. She is not one for nostalgia, but she knows it all too well. But this shouldn't be. This is a song that should not arise here. With homeland left a mile behind, they must lament and pry. The singing shivers all throughout the ship's pipelines. The scent of seawater, breaking unbreakingly, seeps out from the cabin walls. Skadi remembers the scent just the same. With the dam closed in on her, her skin continuously contracts, becomes taut. Nervous, yet she is stirred too. Could she have awoken? She cannot help but hasten her step. Specter. She pulls open the doors to the treatment ward. The bed is empty. Perhaps she wanted to take a stroll outside after becoming lucid. Wait, what is this? She picks it up and rubs it in her fingers. It looks like hers. Specter's gold chain had been carelessly thrown to the ground, or perhaps deliberately. Did she despise this item? Then she surely isn't pleased with her current identity. The affairs of the Church, at least the Church of the Sea, are all nefarious ones. But something's not right. Outsider. Without knowing why, Skadi has abruptly recalled that word. She realizes that the scent is not Specter's at all. Compared to the Specter of past, this scent now is too strong and too callous. Skadi doubts it was simply a surprise that went all too hard to her head. You're here. Who are you? Come out. An abyssal hunter, but not Specter. Of all things, there were still other abyssal hunters who survived. But why here? Where has Specter gone? No matter who or what you are, come out. She needs to give chase. Something's not right. She senses the other one truly is nearby. Skadi rushes out the door, and a silhouette flashes by the farthest recess of the corridor. No, it's two. The singing still remains, the other one still incants. Specter. That abyssal hunter has taken Specter. So, laggard. If you were any slower, we would have been on our way. Hunter, who are you? In one leap, Skadi pivots the corner, involuntarily feeling for any weapon on her she can use. What are you up to? In that instant, before all else, she meets the other by the eyes. Wait, you're... someone that she has never expected. Skadi, you seem quite well. Could you be the second company's Specter's leader? You're Gladiia? It has been some time, Skadi. You are still able to recollect the Aegir's song, which deeply gratifies me. Skadi cannot pick out even a single trace of gratitude in her expression. This woman, from the first she knew her, has never once shown any changes on her face. The tall woman carries Specter, the one abyssal hunter that Skadi understands to have survived the past several years. Specter now lies on Gladia's shoulder, dreaming another uncharacteristically tranquil dream. The instant Specter's leader let slip a word, the singing vanished. Skadi is dazed for a spell. From the port window rushed that only dry land could blow, brushing past Skadi's cheeks, almost dry themselves. She thinks to herself, this hunter is still alive. Gladiia is alive. Skadi has finally found another of her own. No, it is Gladiia who found them. Yet... I thought you were dead. You staked your lives to let us pass. I thought you were all dead. Life is a precious thing. I am very happy to see that you too are alive. Given Specter was still alive, I've always been wondering whether or not any more of the second could have made it. How did you find this place? Specter, she's still better off staying in the ward. One of the fiercest hunters in all of Skadi's mind chooses, at this juncture, to say nothing. In Skadi's heart, doubt burgeons. She's changed a lot. She may not necessarily recognize you now. Her body is still feeble. Feeble? A hunter could not be feeble. How long have you been on dry land? Disease of the land of a special kind has hollowed her body out. The people aboard the ship can stabilize her condition. In all these years, she's never come back to sanity. The current Specter is another person entirely. I don't know what it was that made her like this. Gladiia does not speak, and the breeze blows through, her hair drifting in its wake, covering her eyes. Skadi has realized where the problem lies. Gladiia? Yes, you're Gladiia, there is no mistake. But what do you intend to do? Where are you planning to take her? I believe that upon dry land, the hunters were free. Have I misunderstood something? No, Gladiia, she's still asleep. You never asked her whether or not she wants to go. You wanted to take her away from here. You seem to show a great deal of interest in these new colleagues of yours. Do they not treat you too in kind? It would be but a passing motion for you to pinch their spines to dust. Yet how is it that you do not instill dread in them? For these people of dry land to treat us with enmity is normal, but not for the ones aboard this ship. The ones I have met would not. I still cannot fathom why you drop your guard. No, I don't want to get them mixed up in this matter. The problem doesn't lie with me nor them. The problem lies in you. Skadi takes a step toward. What is it you intend in doing? What is your intent in doing this? You had best explain. Hunter Skadi. On dry land, I will not constrain you with my rank of consul. Yet, neither do I have any obligation to explain myself to you. I simply believe that I should have you know, it was I who took her, a member of my own company. This suffices. Why? You need not know the reason yet this evening. But Specter... Gladiia, uttering two Iberian words. Before the name fully reaches Skadi's ears, Gladiia has already slipped from the ship's window into the moonlight outside, Specter's limp body disappearing with her. Skadi does not reach out. She does not even move. She knows well that if Gladiia wants to leave, she has no hope of ever catching her. Yet, if Gladiia only wanted to escape, then she would not have left any information behind. She was seeking help, or she was hoodwinking herself. Skadi half believes it, half doesn't, yet has no other alternatives. At the least, she did not order Skadi to do anything, or not to do anything. Sal viento. That is what Gladiia said. Skadi cannot help but go. Sal viento. This is far too unmoving a reunion. What are you doing here? Hey, isn't it Skadi? She looks familiar, a little like the picture. Ah, that didn't take any effort at all. It's Skadi for sure. We hit in the right spot. Hey, see, she responded, and look at her face, that really is Skadi. Still remember the Captain Skadi? We've got his money, and now we're gonna avenge him with your life. You crack-brained idiot, you crack-brained idiot, I said this was a rotten idea. Didn't we use his money to run some cons? Didn't we say using his money to run some cons would be enough? Avenge my ass, bounty my ass, what chance in hell? Remember the rumors? If that's really her, you think there's a single cent in this for us? It'll cost us our lives. You'd better scrap before it's too late. Grab your dumb scrap and run. You can go crawling back to your shitty bad cuddling burden beast piss and yelling mama. You lose your nerve the moment a single long-haired girl says something to you. You want me to go home empty-handed? No goddamn way. You're right, even if she really is Skadi, even if... What the hell can she do? She's all alone right now, isn't she? We've got one, two, yeah, a bunch of guys. But all those powerful bounty hunters are rotting in the ground, aren't they? She was alone then too. And think about it. Every time you say you have so many guys, does anything could ever come of it? And who saw that? If you ask me, those guys, maybe they just got drunk off their asses one night and all went to some pretty little Kuranta's room. Then she got her crossbow out of her pants when free-for-all blew their brains to mush. That's what rumors are. If all those wandering singers or whoever went around singing and playing without puffing their stories up a little, you'd think they'd make enough money to eat. Splitting 50-50, 50 months with a single sword, yeah right, and I could punch a hole straight through Londinium with one fist. Listen to me, brothers, if you wanna eat, come with me. Skadi schmadi, we can put her down damn right, and nobody can pinch our gold after, and the bounty on the others put on her head will be set for the rest of our lives, plus retirement. I'll give you a choice. Run now and you can live. I have no time to waste with you people. Charge. Kill her dead. In Iberian, it's the rotted seagrass that clings most to one's leg. I never thought it would be the annoyance of ruthless bounty hunters that remained ever unchanging. Alright, and now for the post-stage story. Skadi. You've fallen, Skadi. The old you could have made chunks out of them with just a touch. Mr. Jose, I am not that bloody. Hard to say. You've changed then. You've even given them a chance to escape. Possibly. What wind blew you back here again? Why were they waiting to spring you something to do with me? I don't know. I hear you're not in our line of work anymore. Join some pharma company. What are you, shrinking good, decent work for to tromp around these run-down outskirts again? You're well informed, Mr. Jose. This time I need you to help me out. The old man licks his rolling paper and pulled out some second-rate tobacco from his pouch. Several years have come and gone. Here I thought you'd folded, seeing as you went through plenty of Casimir's bounty hunters. This far out from Casimir's and I could still hear word of what you've been up to. Always thought you only knew how to make big ruckuses. But you've been quiet as this now. You've came road rolling in and all the way from Minos country like a tow truck, just to find me. Go on then, tell me what you want. I need to get to Salviento. Salviento? Don't tell me, even you've never heard of that place. No, I've heard. Out of all us informant peddlers, only I must have heard. The question's you. What makes you want to go there? There's nothing there anymore. Few decades ago, close to nothing left after. So close to such a vast patch of ocean, and you think you'd anything be left. No better than bare frames left, letting the wind and all through. Many bounty hunters wanting to get up to those abandoned cities, just like beastlings pouncing on a rotting burdened beast corpse. All of them thinking there's still meat they can pick off. They don't know whether they swallow there might as well be a batch of poison. Iberia, all of them think this unspeaking Iberia is just like Casimir's in Gaul. Treasure all over the place. Huh, there's nothing there at all. When a place has nothing at all, it's likelier than all it could have anything. So do you tell those bounty hunters anything? If they ask me to sell info, I'll sell it. As far as ones like me go, whether those folks come back or don't, it's all business. Fact is, they don't come back at all. Not one ever comes back. 2 weeks ago, a team came to me, lacays of the Daggerhorn. He had equipment leagues better than all these runts lying around. Very experienced too. Brought more than 10 with him. Still haven't seen them again yet. Very many wonder about where they went. They could have been caught by the Penal Battalion, or it could have been the Iberian Defensas doing. But I've heard tell of a different possibility. Over there be monsters. Oh? Or it was some Inquisition that got him. I don't know what's a more wretched end. Monsters are people. My sword draws little distinction. There are only those who block my way, and those who don't. Alright. You can't be going to Salviento for a holiday, that much for sure. I need to find someone. What poor bastard has your wrath this time? This time's different. It's someone I knew from before. Before you even knew me? Much before. Here I thought they'd all left, or died. At least that's what you told me back in those days. That's why I'm searching. There's a few things I need to figure out. You've been searching for quite some years, yeah? That whole ruckus from last time couldn't have been for any Knights' treasure's sakes. You told me before, people ought to move forward. Did you bring a treasure map with you? What? There are many, some of them even old hands. They travel the barrens, traveling, and forget where they wanted to go, or what they were even looking for. They just keep on traveling. They don't know how starvation, they don't know exhaustion. Until the barren lands do them in. They were too weak. Weak? No matter how much stronger, a hunter could still never conquer the boundless barren lands. So many hunters die for no sure reason out on the road, and don't even know what they're searching for come their deaths. That's not an ending that suits you. Why are you telling me all this? As if I've ever told you before, they wouldn't rival even the tiniest Aegir machine. You're strong. So, did you save my son's life? I'm sorry. Don't say sorry. I'm not trying to flog you here. I'm trying to get you thinking. It's you who hasn't forgiven yourself, not me. I only regret that I didn't break his legs, stop him from following in an old papa in his old tracks. Nothing to do with you. You say you came from the sea. I've never heard of any other sea than the one in Iberia. You're someone I don't know. So what about you? Is there no one you don't know? Because there's the kind that killed my son. Someone you don't even know. That's the sort of thing I'm afraid of. Never mind it. At least the people you talk about wouldn't spend day and night plotting to kill me. What are you thinking of doing in Salviento? I have a friend who's been taken there. Strange that. Take this map. Alright, what do I need to give you? Give me? You sell intel, one thing for another. You've given me information, I'll give you what you need. Flicks, cigarettes, ash. Let me think. That year you brought my young Juan's body back. You handed him to me, head and arms still attached to him. So now we're even. Mr. Jose, my greatest thanks. I'll be going then. Take care. Stop. Are you in such a hurry to get yourself killed? Hey, tell me, has anyone ever said anything like that to you before? No. Then you need somebody to tell you well. You're strolling straight into an Iberian city dressed in all your bounty hunter clothes? Yes. You really haven't changed, Skadi. Here I am, parching my mouth, and I might as well be the wind, for all the good telling anyone does. The Iberian defensad have you 10 times over for looking like that. And how much time are you ready to waste on them? How much longer can the person you're looking for wait? Iberians aren't like these lousy bounty hunters. They're not that easy to break clean off. You want to suggest something to me? I can lend you a few things. Take this harp. Harp? Can you play? I remember you played well, but you played before. I can. Good, all the better. Would be fine if you couldn't, long as you pulled off the act. Change into these too. What clothes are these? They're very strange. Whether you're used to them isn't the point. Iberians are. From now on, you're the wandering singer Skadi. Go where you want now, singer. Follow the map, go by the waterways, and you'll end there soon enough. This you can do, Ager. Farewell, Mr. Jose. Skadi. Don't you die out there. You have to die with someone you know. Right. Help! Help me! What are these things? They're tangling me. They won't let go. Chopping them apart doesn't even work. Is the entire coast all monsters like this? Hey, get away! Get the hell away! I wouldn't have come if I got them new. Hapierdella, yellow smog bastard, if only you weren't so useless to get hoodwinked back then. Would I still be stuck picking up garbage out here? Scurvincini, if I'm not dead by the end of this, I'll wish I was. Goddamned Iberia. Country of the actual goddamned. What the hell was that? Turn them all to paste in one shot? Whatever it was, at least it lets me live another day. You're not leaving. And who are you? Where the hell does Iberia get all these freaks from? Second time. Iberia forbids the spreading of rumors. The next you move to speak, be much more careful. What? Look at that getup. What that weapon? Holy shit, you're that's it. That's it. I'm done for. Commander, the coast is clean now. This place is void of all living, exception this outsider who can't stand still and stings to high heaven. What did you see? Please, I haven't done anything. I swear, if I was the only one, I was too careless to end up here. I didn't mean to. Look, I have gold coins and plenty of other stuff too. Damn it, I've lost so much. Take this money, this equipment, all of it. I just beg of you to let me go. Gather your scraps. When the commander asks you a question, it's not to hear your blather, outsider. Question? What question? I swear, Honor, I wouldn't dare ask questions. I've got no questions, I guarantee. I beg you, Honor, don't take me. I'd be better off if I just died. Casting yourself into the sea in front of me, do you still think it's not too late? That sword, my hand too close. Now, have you regained some senses? You outsiders are as good as insects in the weeds, hearts avaricious and blackened, yet always so quick to fall to pieces. I'm not running anywhere, Honor. I'll tell you anything. Good. I do not like repeating my questions. This will therefore be the final time. What did you see on the coast? I saw monsters. How many of you came? Originally 12. Counting the guide, we're 13 total. Commander, he's not lying. I found the corpses myself along the coast. Hey, what use will crying be for you now? If it weren't for you all intruding, they wouldn't have sought you out. When you violate the law, you should anticipate the cost. That said, 12 have died. They've been proliferating in number all along the way here.
They can't have gone too far from their nest.
This serves to show just your judgment was sound. The closer one approaches, the more numerous they are. There is surely something amiss going on in that town.
You may depart.
And this fellow? He has seen much he shouldn't have.
Spare me. I've told you everything I can, Sir Commander, Your Honor. Oh, Mama. What did you see?
I... The answer is nothing, numbskull.
We made an agreement. I do not know what sense lies in such conduct.
You agreed to it.
Agreed? Pledged?
Bones and flesh chafe against each other.
Promised? To prior be granted an act, and afterwards to accomplish one different? No. To such requests of yours, I will respond. No agreement, nor promise. A response, but of course. Honorable Herald, that you will respond is already my honor.
That motherfucker will be fun to voice, I can already tell. Alright, TR is a training mission, nothing special about it, besides telling us how to play around with certain things that are present on these stages. So we are going over to stage 2, titled Singer. It says here, don't worry, those who converse with her are seldom originally people in a biological sense. So, let's begin with the before part. 3:23 p.m. Overcast. Iberia. Salviento. Oh, one quick addendum here. When I was looking some stuff up, apparently Salviento roughly translates to salty sea, I think it was? Oh, no, salty wind, pardon. Salty wind. I was like, yeah, makes sense for a coastal city. And also, not really that far-fetched for a coastal city. In my country, we have a coastal city, small coastal town called Slano, which pretty much translates to salty. So there you go. Anyway, pardon, continuing. A city, lifelong lost, lies half buried under dust and whiff of sea breeze. This is the place on the map. I can't say it smells any good. Hello? May I ask? He hangs his head low and does not speak. Nobody responds. Nobody so much as turns a head. Their eyes are open, yet all of them are motionless. Their only trait, unlike a statue, is that they breathe. Long and slow, they breathe. Monsters? They are all human in appearance, aside from being far too slender and clothed in near rags. They are indistinguishable from the Iberians met along the way, a far cry from the monsters old Jose described. They're all humans. She utters words in Iberian. Is this not how they speak anymore? Iberian again, the accent somewhat changed. Still, no one replies. Skadi subconsciously grips her case's handle. Outside, she has ways of making those who will not talk, but it requires that the target comprehended her speech. Moreover, I'm a singer right now. A singer doesn't do that. Mr. Jose said so. 99. A small shadow flits across the street. Someone's talking. With a fast step, she chases after. 99. Child. He's mumbling a number. I can't have misheard. My necklace just... You will not escape. The child slips free of her grasp. With a flick of his head, he scampers down an even deeper alleyway. 99. 99. You can't run. Why take what's mine? Why bring me here? Skadi tramples directly onto a trap laid on the ground. A hole, a few ropes, and the ambushes outside were at least much more adequate than this. Come out, all of you. I need to find you anyway, quickly if you don't mind. In the shadows, some few sculptures come to life, slowly easing towards Skadi.
She's very peculiar. Quiet sheath metal, such a person I've never before seen. Nor I.
So you know how to speak after all.
Who are you?
A wandering singer.
I know not what the wandering singer is. Sheath metal, do not speak to her.
Your face unfamiliar, your attire strange. You are not from here. What is your business? I want to ask a question. Your clothes very new. Have you seen my fellow person?
You have much strength. You are able to eat your fill.
She came here before I did.
Your case very heavy.
An instrument is not a light thing.
The thing in your grasp very uncanny.
I assume your harps should come more or less the same.
Plucks the strings on the harp.
Ears pained. It is a weapon. It is able to not be.
Sheath metal, this person uncanny. Do not heed her. Speak very tiring.
Bench, let go of him. Bench, do you mean this child? I didn't intend anything for him. He took something of mine. Things like that are significant.
You came to rob something.
I'm only taking back what's mine and looking for someone who can understand me when I talk.
Our child you may not touch. Our things you may not rob. Our rules may not be broken. Sheath metal, you have gotten nearer. What are you doing?
She's going to harm our child, steal what is ours, break our rules.
Is she not our sister? If she is, she too has a share.
She is surely not. You don't understand me. I'll go and ask someone else.
You may not leave. One moment, sheath metal. Ouch. There is a hole here.
Wood frame's hole. You forgot. Oh, it comes in handy after all. these from outside to our place. You should not have come. Alright. And to finish off today's section with the after story for stage 2. Skadi watches as the locals fall unconscious and she picks up the suitcase. She'd laid for a second on the floor. Greetings. There's another one. Don't hit me. I'm not very much like them. I know you're good. You can understand what I mean. You only came here following Bench. Wood frame, wood frame. He ran, I followed. You bear no ill will towards us. All I ask is he gives what's mine back. Huh? Bench, did you take? All shiny hard. It hurts. That's not for you to eat. Put it out of your mouth, quick. I'm sorry, Bench tends to just grab at things he's never seen before. He doesn't understand these are things he shouldn't grab. Skadi, receiving necklace back. Ah, it's covered in spit. It's gotten your hand dirty. It's fine, as long as I have it back. We don't often see unfamiliar faces here. Did you come from the outside? I came from a city elsewhere in Iberia. It's very rare I see people from other places. Your clothes are very strange too. I've never seen material like this before. Does everyone from the outside dress that way? Only wandering singers would. Wandering singers? I overheard you talking to sheath metal, but I don't know what that is. Like me, they travel everywhere, occasionally stopping over, playing the harp, singing a song. What about the case? What's inside it? A saxophone. What's a saxophone? An instrument. Are you really a wandering singer? Female inhabitant quietly muttering to herself. So what did you come to do then? What was it sing? I came to find someone. Who? Also a wandering singer? Yes, she is a fellow of mine. We are colleagues. Did you come to Salviento too? Correct. Have you seen her? You haven't told me what she looks like yet. Oh well, I said it just before, but you're the first time I've ever seen anyone like you. I'll go and ask others. Can you guide me? Guide? That trap was my making. I thought you would have known. I don't care. You don't fault me. I thought you would at least have reproached me some. Let's go. I'm in a hurry. All right. Why did you suddenly stop? I knocked against your case. Ow. I forgot to say, what's in my case is useless to you. Apart from this, anything you might want, I can give you once you help me find her. I was only curious. Was I that apparent? As plain to see as the trap you made. Wow. Singer, you not only have a pair of nimble hands, but a pair of formidable eyes too. $98. $99. How do I ask questions here? Huh? How do you usually ask them on the outside? With a thump, she sets down the case she was carrying. With this. The saxophone? You use instruments to ask questions? Yes. Slam, slam, boom, kapow. The sound. Sorry. I just love this. These two sentences are amazing. The sounds this instrument makes are quite bizarre. You can say that again. It's very effective. They all usually open up straight away, quite literally. If they still don't talk, I can change angle and go for another round. Then I have a feeling that won't get you anywhere here. Possibly. Strokes her case. In that case, the two just now, they already got talking. Sheath metal? They wouldn't even know of musical instruments. The people here usually keep themselves to themselves and don't pay attention to anyone. And they talk very infrequently. Even if they knew, they wouldn't understand how to reply. You've paid attention to me. Probably because I'm a little odd. I'm not too like everyone else. You talk a lot better than they do too. Do I really? I'm so happy. It's all what Grandma Petra taught me. Oh, if you want to find someone else to ask, I can bring you to Grandma Petra. She's the oldest one of us here, and knows about the most too. All right. Come, singer, let us walk through here. Here?
99, 99.
99. Do you mean them? You can ignore them. They're just standing around. They make it a bit of a squeeze, but it'll be all right even if you bump into them. They won't react really. Will you, table leg? And she leaps over them. What? She jumped clear over their heads. How did she manage that? She didn't so much as touch anyone beneath her. Do all people from the outside walk about like this? How magical. Nope, not everyone. Made it. Grandma Petra! Grandma Petra! Don't shout. Are you trying to shake my ears apart? Grandma, you're so very lively today. You're still, are you basking in the sun? The sun? Where do you see the sun? I've been waiting all these years and I still haven't seen the sun. Anita, what are you getting up to? You're always scrambling about doing this and that. Around here, could anything important ever happen? Grandma Petra, I'm fine as I am. Someone else wanted to find you. Huh? Where did she go? Skadi stares fixed at the alley's other end. There is no one to be seen there. At least, it seems so. How did you get over here all of a sudden? Someone's watching. That's so. Where? I can't see anyone around. They're hiding very well. Not well enough is all. Why are you so grim? Aren't you a wandering singer? Shouldn't you be very used to people staring if you perform? You're right. Then let's make our way over. Grandma Petra's in all right spirits. You might really be able to ask something or other. At the street corner, an old lady rounds a pillar, turning circle after circle. Her body trembles and shakes, yet her gait is no hobble.
Red sky at night, set aglow by my fiery clothes. Beloved one, oh, take me to fly over the deep blue sea. Deep blue ocean. Pardon.
Grandma Petra, what are you doing now?
Anita, oh, curse you, Anita. Did you not see I was dancing? When a young girl is dancing, nobody can disturb her. Are you going to dance along with me, Anita?
I don't know how. Spin a little slower. Watch, you don't make yourself dizzy again.
Nonsense. How would I go dizzy? I could round it 10 more times and the whole city would clap for me. I...
Take a little break. Look, we have a wandering singer here. She has a question to ask you.
A wandering singer? I've never seen any wandering singer in my good long years. This sunlight's carried on for too long. Why hasn't night come yet? Once the sun's turning in, there'll be there'll be people playing away in the bar. Will you be playing in there too? We dance in the square, yes, right here we do. Oh, I could spin more times than you could count. I have a red skirt, girlie, and I must say, it's much more beautiful than the one you're wearing. So many youngsters want to dance with me. I like Manuel, the most out of all of them. He was the most handsome one when he was young.
Yes, Grandma Petra, you've told me this. You've told me plenty of times now.
Besides, who's looking for me? Is it you? Your red dress is so pretty. Red? No, I don't want one red. The seawater is alive.
Oh no, here it goes again.
Suddenly came washing up. Everyone dead. Oh, so fine, so many fine people. The survivors had nothing to eat either. Manuel told me he'd take me with him. Then he went back to that. He said all those people who left had never come back. All of them had died on the outside.
You've told me this before as well.
And then he said he'd protect me. He'd promised me. He said he'd protect me. He only wanted to make a fool of me. He wanted to swindle me out of all the food I'd kept. I pretended to agree and I took the silver vase my mother left behind. Red. I like red. No, I don't want...
Grandma Petra, just leave it, okay? You always get out of breath once you start going on about this. The one I brought to see you today wanted to ask you something else.
Ask? Who's asking?
Her, a wandering singer from the outside. Tell her who you're looking for, quickly, while Grandma Petra still has the strength to answer. Hello?
Who are you?
A wandering singer. I'm searching for someone just like me, come from the outside as well.
An outsider? You're pulling my leg. No outsider would ever come around these parts. They stopped caring about us long ago. You came to steal something, didn't you? You're going to steal my food, my clothes. You're going to sup on my flesh, drink my blood. Monster. You're a monster.
Grandma, there isn't a monster. She's just a wandering singer.
Red ham. Red.
I found one here. The singing has arisen. Manuel is waiting for me.
I must go.
I should go.
Beloved one, oh, set aglow by my fiery clothes.
Fiery clothes. I'm sorry, Grandma Petra's particularly worked up today. Maybe I shouldn't have brought you to see her. I'll take her back inside, Singer. Give me a moment. Singer, are you still looking for the one watching you? Across the opposite corner, our dark shadow stows away in an even deeper cloud's gloom. I'm fine. Lurking trouble is like a beastling too scared to bare its fangs. No need to care. Grandma Petra was... She knows of playing instruments and knows to dance. The way she spoke was akin to an outsider. Really? No wonder she speaks of so much. I can't make heads or tails of it. She called me a monster. She didn't mean to. Grandma often sees things that aren't real. It's like she's dreaming all the time. Who isn't? She's taken ill. She can't answer your questions now. A shame. Don't be worried. There are other brothers of mine where I live. I can take you to ask them in a while. I'm just not sure if they'll be willing to open up. Sometimes it really is so hard to speak with them. Brothers? Yes, brothers. You're an Iberian too, don't you call them so? My mother had no other children, but I have very many brothers and sisters. In this town we are all brothers and sisters. That's what the laws say. And you believe in those? What else would we do? When I was very young, Grandma Petra even told me that in those dark days past, we had made mistakes. In those times, each one of us only looked after ourselves, hiding in each home, never speaking. Sometimes a can would be dug out, and we would fight over it. Then things gradually got better. Now we'll live together and occasionally talk. Everyone started to learn to share. We want to survive, so we must love one another even more, for love is the inseparable bond between us. We may not steal, we may not fight. Make oneself sturdy, but our whole self sturdier still. Only in this way will bring a better life. This sounds familiar. Really? The priest says everyone from the outside believes this too. I forgot to say, the priest taught us this. He'll tell us so much every time. Most of it is lost on me, apart from those few words just now. All I remember is we need to treat each other as brothers and be a little kinder to each other. I suppose it is nice advice, isn't it? Priest. Yes, just like you, he came from the outside too. Though that was very many years ago. It was ever since he came that things improved. He is a brother among us. Is he alone? Most of the time he's alone. Oh, I heard from Sheet Metal's friend. There was one more too, later on. Who? I've never seen her. She doesn't seem to show herself. Occasionally, when the priest is speaking to us, she'll be standing behind him. I only ever see that one glimpse of her from far away. Alright. Why are you in such a hurry suddenly? Do you need to go somewhere? I'm going to the chapel. Do you know how to get there? Your chapel isn't that hard to recognize. The way there is not so easy. You need to follow the coast from here. Come, let me show you. The girl leads Skadi along a lengthy stretch of path. The two gradually near the shore, the chapel roof always somehow in their sight, yet still far away as ever. Why did you stop? Pardon? So they followed. What do you mean? You've lost me again. That clingy beastling. That's strange. You keep saying beastling. That should be an animal, right? We've got no animals living here. They disappeared long ago. It's fine. Let's keep going. Very well, friend from the outside. You're in charge. What did you see? It's right there. But we don't usually go to the chapel at this time. I have ways in. You can enter. We all can. The chapel's entrance is forever open to the devout. The priest said so. But you wanted to seek someone out, didn't you? He isn't usually in the chapel at this time. What times is he in? Every so often he'll appear before us of his own accord and make friendly conversation with every one of us. If you have any issues, those are also the times you can find him. No matter what it is that bothers you, he'll never reject you. On such days, until the sun rises the next morning, he'll be in the chapel waiting. That's right, he can also help you in your search. I'm sure the priest would know much more than any of us. How long is every so often? I haven't seen him in the recent while. I'm not like them. I don't really count the days, but it should be the next 2 days. All our food is about to run bare. Alright. Strange. Whenever you say alright, I always feel like it isn't a sincere reply. No, that's wrong of me. The priest said we shouldn't doubt others. They all say I'm so fond of thinking of all these questions, and it won't help me lead a good life in any way. Were those also his words? He'd never tell me this. I'd slip off before he knew it. It's sheath metal and his lot. They all hate me making a racket, and it's not like I'm always itching to say so much. The people here are all too quiet. Whenever they won't talk, I get so bored, and the only thing I can do is talk to myself for hours on end. It used to be that only Grandma Petra would talk to me, and now you too, thank goodness. Oh no, do you think I'm annoying as well? Where I come from, there are many who love speaking more than you do. It sounds like a wonderful place. It's okay enough. Where you come from, do the people dance, just like Grandma Petra was mentioning? Dancing in the square? Occasionally. Then why haven't I seen you dancing? I've noticed your harp. Grandma Petra's told me, don't you all dance around while you sing? My dance, none of you may see. Why? The time, the place, and those before me are all not right. You're so strange, particularly stranger than me. Just where is your home? Are all the people where you're from as strange as you?
Skadi plucking the strings on her harp.
Where I'm from, there is no home. And I do not know where my home is. My home is long gone. Well, that's okay. My home was long gone as well. Years ago in a gale when the building collapsed. My mama was inside when it happened and she's gone too. But that's okay. Everyone's in the same boat. If your house is gone, find another empty one and move in. Plenty of buildings fit the bill here. That's right. If you're not happy dancing, then you can sing for me. I've never heard anyone else sing before. Maybe. Wonderful. Oh, visiting so many places has gotten me hungry. You're hungry too, aren't you? If you're hungry, you can't sing, right? Let's go find something to eat. Am I running too fast? I forgot you wouldn't know the way. Oh, right, I'm Anita. You can just shout my name from now on. and that way you won't be left behind. Call for me and I'll stop and wait for you. Alright, and this will do it for the first part for today. The next part should be out in 2 days from now, and then the next part as well 2 days after that. Takes a bit to prepare to record for these. These are pretty long sessions at times. But, neat little introduction. Lovecraftian bullshit. And that one guy... oh boy, I will have fun voicing that shithead. Anyway, but yeah, like I said earlier at the beginning, if you're new to the channel and want to hear more stories narrated that you either didn't have time to read yourself, want to spend more time grinding out stages, do something else during the day, I have a shit ton on the channel that you can listen to. Feel free to peruse. In other news, well, we have ventured into Salviento, following Skadi on her journey to find Specter and Gladiia. And, like I said, lots of Lovecraftian bullshit ahead. Lots and lots. I love it! Anyway, this will be it for today. Thank you all for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are. So, bye-bye.